They offered me exposure, then tried to borrow my expensive camera. I've been doing freelance photography long enough that I can usually spot trouble before it starts. This one, I should have trusted my instincts immediately. I get a message from someone organising what they describe as a professional networking event. They make it sound important. Guest speakers, a decent venue, the whole thing. We go back and forth a bit and it becomes clear they want proper coverage. Not just a few snaps, full day shooting, speaker photos, candid networking shots and editing afterwards. So I send over a standard quote. Fair price for a full day's work. A few hours later, I get the reply. Thanks, just to let you know, we don't actually have a budget for photography, but this will be amazing exposure for you. There it is. Now, I don't mind helping out occasionally, but this wasn't a charity event. They were charging for tickets, hiring a venue, proper setup, so I politely decline. I keep it professional, that should have been the end of it. But no, they come back the next day with what might be the most ridiculous request I've ever had. Would you be open to lending us your camera instead? Our friend is getting into photography and could use it for the event. I actually reread the message to make sure I wasn't misunderstanding. They weren't asking for a discount. They weren't asking for partial coverage. They were asking to borrow my gear, the thing I rely on for my income, so someone else could do the job for free. I explained calmly that I don't lend out my equipment, especially not for events I'm not even being paid for. That's when the tone shifts. Suddenly, we're just trying to support new creatives and you'd still benefit from being associated with the event. Which is funny because apparently I wasn't worth paying, but I was worth using, so I shut it down. Conversation over. A week later, I see their event pop up on social media. Out of curiosity, I check the photos, and honestly, it's exactly what you'd expect. Blurry images, poor lighting, important moments completely missed. There's a speaker, mid-speech with their eyes closed in the only photo posted. It's rough. I scroll for a bit, feel slightly bad for them, and move on. Then, 2 days later, I get another message. Hi, hope you're well. We were wondering if you might be able to help us edit some of the photos from the event. We're not very happy with how they turned out. I almost laughed. I asked to see a few samples. They send them over, and it's worse than I thought. We're talking motion blur, blown highlights, bad framing, the kind of stuff you can't fully fix no matter how good you are, but technically I could improve them a bit. So I reply, I can try to salvage what's usable, but it'll be a rush job and quite time intensive. Then I send a quote. Double my original price. There's a pause, a long one. Then they reply, all right, let's do it. And that's how they ended up paying more than they would have in the first place, just to patch up the results of trying to get everything for nothing. In the end, I got paid well. They got slightly less terrible photos. For more stories, please like and subscribe.